What's up, y'all? Advance here. And this is Advanced Sports Talk. Alright, so last night was a fight between Romero Ramirez versus Ismael Barroso. And man, listen, let me tell you, everybody was coming into this fight saying that Rolly was going to win. Rolly was going to win. Even the announcers was pretty much saying, yeah, we don't expect this one to go the distance. And I said this, and Slim can attest to this. I said, what if he knocks this motherfucker out? Because everybody was saying that Rolly should win, right? Because Barroso is older. He's 40, right? So they showed, but they did say, like, if he were to win, because this was for a title, a vacated title. So they said if he was to win, he would join a list of people who were age 40 and got a world championship. And last person to do it was Manny Pacquiao in 2019. So yeah, it was very interesting. I said, now, what if Rolly gets rolled again? But I was like, what if he knocks this dude out? Just straight knocks this dude out. And Rolly got caught. He got caught a few times. Actually, he got caught with a knockout early on. No, a knockdown early on. No, don't get me wrong. He got caught with a knockdown early on. And then later he knocked down Barroso, or Rolly knocked down Barroso. Now, that was if we're being fair, that wasn't a knockdown. It was a push. He grabbed him by the side of his face and he mushed him into the ropes and he fell over. Like, oh man. But look, all in all, yeah, so moving on. So the fight was surprisingly way more even than everybody expected it to be. Because they were saying, like, all right, this dude is 40 years old. There's no way that he can stand up to Rolly's youth and exuberance and his endurance, rather. And like, old man was hanging. Like, yeah, like Ismael Barroso was, he was hanging with him. And Rolly himself even said that, well, I think he might have been saying this just to hype up the interview, but he said, like, this dude, like, because they asked him who hits harder, this dude or Tank, and he said, oh, clearly, yeah, like, he do, because every punch felt like a rock. And I was like, man. So anyway, so we're getting up into round 9, right? And this is when the typical boxing match that you would expect started happening. Like, they was trading, they was going back and forth. Rolly was catching him, he was catching Rolly, and it was looking like this soul man was about to do it. But what ended up happening was they was in the middle of an exchange and Rolly clocked him. And while they was in the midst of exchanging, the referee, Tony Weeks, came in and stopped the fight and called a knockout. And the whole time, like, Barroso was like, what? Like, come on. And then, like, his corner was livid. And, oh, man, like, yo, it was bad. Yo. Like, it was obvious. I was like, damn, they did my man like they did Bret Hart back in the day, yo. like, yo, he was in the midst of the match. It was like, ring the bell. Man, yo, because that motherfucker was about to lose, yo. Rolly was in danger of getting rolled again. Like, man, if he was gonna lose, they should have just let it. It's so bad that the announcers said it was a weak stoppage. Oh man, the athletic commission decided opted to not be interviewed after the fight. Oh my God, this was so blatant. Now, the funny thing about that is that when they was doing the introductions, or before they did the introductions, they made a point to say that the referee is the only one that can stop the fight. And I looked at that, I was like, huh, that's weird of him to say that. Of course the ref is the only one that can stop the fight. Then I dismissed it and said, all right, maybe they're talking about in case of like throwing in a towel or whatever the case. So if your corner throws in the towel, the ref can say, no, I'm gonna let this keep going. But yeah, like that, it was kind of weird that they said that. And then this happened, so yeah, like it was, I don't know, man. Like it was bad. It was yeah, very badly managed. And I haven't seen any interviews this morning, but we're gonna see. But yeah, like even the announcers though, and the announcers are paid by but then again, no, they might be paid by Showtime, but they're paid to hype the event. And if they come out and say, yeah, I don't agree with that, like, come on, man, it's not looking good. But man, yeah, and what made it much worse, right? It wasn't just the fact that he was catching Rolly with shots, but he was ahead on the cards. Barroso was ahead on all the cards. Every single judge had him ahead. I think one judge might have had him winning by 1 point. But the other judge had him winning by 2 points. And the third judge had him winning by 5 points. So, yeah, Rolly was about to lose. And the unofficial scorecard said Rolly only won 2 rounds. So he had to knock this dude out in order to win. And I guess whoever the powers that be was like, nah, we can't risk this. And referees, well, at least in wrestling, I don't know if it's in boxing, but they do have they assuming that this is true, they have a earpiece that tells, so they can be like, hey, you're getting a little too heated. You might want to stop this. Oh man, but dang man, they gave my man the Earl Hebner. Man. It was sad because he was about to do it too. If that fight would have went the distance, he would have won. Oh man, but yeah, that was just my thought. Well, I mean, congratulations to Rolly Romero. I said Ramirez earlier. My bad. I'm sorry. Congratulations to Rolly Romero. Like he got his belt by hook or by crook. But yeah, I wouldn't run for that rematch with Tank, because if you fought like you fought last night, you're gonna get rolled again. Rolled, dragged, and smoked and put up on Blue Cloud 9. Oh man. But in any case, my name's Advance. Those are my thoughts. What did you think about the fight between Rolly Ramirez? I did it again. Rolly Romero versus Ismael Barroso. Put your comments in the comment section down below. We're going to chop it up. My name's Advance. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on everything. I'm out.